Alright guys, quick little video for you. Here is the GKtech shifter I told you guys I couldn't afford, and I can't, but it's here. We're making it happen. Spending the money we're not supposed to be spending so we can bring you guys the Volvo content you so desire. Alright, so we're gonna put this on my trans, and then I have band practice now. Otherwise Ross was supposed to come over and we were gonna try and get this thing in the car, but I forgot I had band practice. So we're just gonna do this real fast, and I'll probably make this its own little quick video. All right, so we're gonna do an unopening real quick because we haven't done one of those in a while. First, let me talk about my finances, as that's kind of my thing, but it is fair for you guys to be informed since I'm asking you to buy stuff so I have money to do these things. I recently announced in a video that I am leaving my job and I'm trying to buy a Porsche 911. The 911 thing is kind of still up in the air for the moment, but what is not up in the air is I'm quitting my job, and today is Monday. On Wednesday I'm putting in my 2 weeks, and that's it. Hopefully they will continue to schedule me a decent amount, so for those last 2 weeks I have a little bit of income, but basically I'm trying to save as much money as I can, situated so I have funds in case something comes up. I'm also taking a trip, and I hate flying, but I'm flying. I'm going down to Kansas for a big rocket launch, which won't be covered on this channel obviously, but will likely appear on my rocketry channel if you'd like to check that out. Click the top little eye in your right hand corner. So the way the 911 proposal works is that I owe a decent amount less on the Fiesta than it's worth, so if I can sell the Fiesta I'll have a down payment for the 911. My car payments in theory shouldn't go up, but I'm leaning more towards the not having car payments at all type of thing for a little bit, saving money so I can put a fairly hefty down payment on a 997. The issue is that they're going up very rapidly, and one of the primary reasons I wanted to buy one was not only because it's one of my dream cars, but also because it's a solid investment, as they're going to go up. Pricing history of 993s and even 996s are taking off right now, which is initially what I wanted to buy. If you guys would like to assist in the projects, you can buy a t-shirt or a sticker. Go to curseforever.us. All the money that comes from Patreon and from stickers and shirt sales only goes into the channel. It's not going towards buying a 911. It's not going towards paying my bills. It only goes to the car stuff. And I keep those two things very separate. But this came out of my paying bills and having money account so that we can get the Volvo done. The primary situation is the Volvo needs to be out of the shop. As you guys know, we're getting kicked out of the shop, and I would like it all to go together and be done. At least have the engine and trans in the car. That way all we have to do is situate the wiring and my oil feed, which I can show you guys in a second. I got an adapter to run 4AN fitting off the stock Volvo banjo bolt, which is pretty cool. So I can run a steel feed line in my turbo, because a lot of you guys will know that my feed line was really leaky no matter what I did. So that should alleviate that problem. But at the very least we need to have the engine and trans in so I can get all my stuff out of the shop. I almost have all my stuff out of the shop. Here's the actual shifter itself. Oh yeah, okay, that is how that works. Nice. Being able to back up is important. And here's the hardware and bushings required for the install. Pretty straightforward. It's not even instructions. It's just a blown up diagram saying if you can't figure this out, you're too stupid. So in my last video I showed you guys how you take the stock shifter stuff off, so if you're confused about that, here's the link to that one. And I was saving these bolts, but I don't need to because the GKtech shifter came with its own bolts. That's what you should be looking for. Nice flush against that bad boy. It's in there nice and tight. You can push her in and out pretty easily. Alright, so these Allen bolts are threaded into the actual shifter piece here, so I'm going to go ahead and carefully remove those. I'm going to just use a ratchet because I don't want to damage the threads. Well, remember exactly what I just got done saying? How I didn't want to damage the threads. Turns out somehow I managed to. So now this bolt is stuck right there, and now the head's stripped because it stopped turning, but the ratchet didn't. So here we are. I tried the old trick where you hammer a bigger Allen key in there. So I ended up having to cut it off the cage with a rotary tool, put it in the bench vise, hit it with a hammer a bunch of times, just fucking destroy the shifter that I just paid $250 for. And honestly, I couldn't imagine being in a worse mood. Well, there you go, guys. Spent the last hour screaming and trying to weld a nut onto this thing. Finally managed to get one on and get that out. It's entirely destroyed. Alright, I lied. I'm undone. I don't have time to wait for new parts, so I'm going to try to avoid it. Ross has the Horror Fright tap and die set. I just went and bought some new stuff. It's M6 by 1.0. That's the one I need. We're gonna try and tap that out. I went and bought new bolts. I don't know if they're gonna work because they're like Phillips head screw head. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but yeah, you can see the reflection right there. That's a piece where the oxidation or the coating or whatever's on them is missing. All four of them have it, and that's where they kind of start sticking. This is the one that went through somewhat okay, but it's still slowed down inside the shifter collet or whatever that's called. These are the new ones I bought. They are just normal like Phillips head screw, but it's kind of seeming like maybe some sort of manufacturer defect on all four of those bolts. Perhaps a bad batch of some variety, but they seem like they were doomed from the start. I'm going to try to use the same size tap so that hopefully I can just run with these same size bolts. See if there's enough material left to do that. If not, I'm gonna have to go up to M7. Wish me luck, boyos. Is this for real right now? How ironic is it that the tap handle has threads that won't work? How fucking twisted and colluded could the world get to turn this far against me, dude? A new development, the tap handle in this metric tap and die set seems to be not metric. If you can believe that. What in the fuck? I got it to where it's tight enough that it's turning. So we're just gonna go really slow and not touch the actual handles. This is unreal, dude. I'm actually going from the wrong side, which probably explains why it's going so easily. Ah, yeah, there it is. Maybe it wasn't the bolts that were bad, and maybe the threads in this are bad, because this screw just stopped in one of them, this guy. I'm not even going to risk it. I'm just going to get the tap back out and run it through that hole. Granted, I could have messed it up because that's where I've been squeezing it with the bench vise, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm blaming everyone but me. Just like that, we're back on track like a heart attack, dude. Just shows when the going gets tough, the tough get really, really mad and then have to go away, do something for a couple hours, and then figure out a solution. Alright, guys. Well, it's been a long, frustrating night, but I realized as I got halfway through putting it back together that I forgot to grease everything. So I took it all back apart and greased everything up as per the GKtech video instructions. And I also forgot to trim the tail piece, but I don't have an angle grinder here right now. I'm not going to use that Dremel because it took me 25 minutes to cut through a head of a bolt. So we'll cut that another time. I just wanted to make sure everything fits as it should, and now it does. The shifter is on the car, and actually, check this out. I saved my wooden shift knob from my Miata. And it should be the same thread pitch. There we go. Look at that. Those are some short throws. Reverse works, but I still gotta set the you can see it's not coming back up because the bushing is sticking out right there. So you gotta set the reverse restriction. There we go, dudes. So what I have to adjust is how high up in the tailpiece the bushing sits. But other than that, the GKtech shifter is ready to go. Hit a giant annoying snag, but Ross came through with the tap and die set, so that wasn't, I mean, it was a big pain in my ass, but it's handled. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna end this video. I got some laundry to do, so I'm gonna try and edit this video real quick and upload it for you guys in the morning. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat at BigB1011, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.